Some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the USC Trojans, taking on last year's national champions, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Trojans will put toe to leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Handoff from the gun. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking for a man, it's Raiola. Using the quick game. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
What's important in this game, this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Fuller. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Cornhuskers come to the line needing just inches for the 1st down. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Oh, he's got some space. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams. We get to find out really quickly who's legit.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Quick strike complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Husker!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Quickly complete. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Off-play action. That's caught. It's Norton. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make movement change impossible. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a first down, new set of downs for the offense.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football, and he was able to complete the throw.
To the air, it's Raiola. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
So now it's 2nd and long. 22 Quick handoff. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short coming, defense trying to rise up. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Nelson. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Jordan. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. The give to the back. Turning it on!
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires left. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch, let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. They'll run play action. That's caught. It's Jordan. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Around midfield, go for it. This isn't 1930 football. Try to get the first down. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Under fire. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no. Going for it. 4th and medium. I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. They'll leave it with the lone back, able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
The Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The play action fake. Fires to the big fella. Runs through the tackle. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Huskers will snap it on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Raiola. Pocket breaking down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
This is a defense that's going to be aggressive, and they're not going to just sit back and rush 4 guys on that play. They're going to send the blitz. You're getting smaller, faster guys fighting fire with fire. You know this quarterback is athletic, but we've got fast guys too, and that time, that was a great play call defensively.
It'll be a draw. Got some room under the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
All you can say is how impressive has this team been at home today in all 3 facets of the game. Their defense has been outstanding. We've seen some plays in special teams, and the offense continues to deliver, showing off all of the playmakers and all of the versatility they have on that side of the football. This could not be better here in the first half of the home team.
And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little. There he goes. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line showing press coverage. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. It's complete on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wants to adjust the pattern. Got the first down. Looking for more. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. The Cornhuskers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Huskers in the hurry-up.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
And the Huskers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Gets it to him on the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. Now, how about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Cornhuskers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. The Huskers are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Got the first down and more. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Back to pass, it's Raiola. Caught behind the line, it's Hunter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Makes the catch. It's Ives. Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Looking to throw. A little screen to the running back. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quickly out to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on first down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Got a man in the middle. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And here comes the field goal unit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Using his legs, it's eyes. Breaks into the open. A little excitement there to wrap up the first half, and that'll pad the stats as we go to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Huskers will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more...
He's loose. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
He's got him in the flat. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll keep it on the ground. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Bringing the heat. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
And this offense shows right away on first down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on second down and goal?
These fans raising the volume on second and goal. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. Here's the pressure. Got his man to the left. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football. They're in man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Makes the grab. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And this offense has done such a good job protecting their dude at quarterback, but the defense finally gets home. Listen, that's their third sack in 2 weeks. They got to do a better job applying pressure on the quarterback.
Looking downfield, it's Raiola. Finds his man. It's Knowles. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pressure coming. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. Makes the grab on the big throw. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
And I love this offensive approach, man. All gas, no brakes. You got the lead, so what? Continue to do what you do. Find those one-on-one situations and continue to stay aggressive.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, 3rd quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
The Cornhuskers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He'll try to take it back. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but man, did they set up some field position.
And you really want your quarterback in the red zone to be efficient, to be smart, not to give up points. And man, he makes a big mistake. They capitalize on defense, return the ball all the way down the field, and now their offense has an opportunity in the red zone.
Oh, they're after him. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Splits the uprights. Good. And we are dead even after the field goal here in the 3rd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Here comes the heat. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Looking to throw on first down. On the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Connection to the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
Might be calling a hot route. Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got some space. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Looking down the middle. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Husker. They move on top here on the 4th.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the 4th quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Looking to throw again. Caught. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Norton. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. Throws to the tight end. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers and he couldn't hold on. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give up or a chuck it up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Trojans getting set on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. Now the play fake. Grabbed in the middle. It's Davison. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
A 3rd and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
That's caught. It's Hunter. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Huskers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to pass. It's Raiola. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making a catch.
And the Huskers have this offense rolling. Gonna run it. It's Ives.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up, Dave.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. On the move, he fires. Finds a man on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today, college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity.
Here we go.
They'll run the option. Now the toss. And they're going to lose yardage there. The defense completely owning the front.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get them to the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. He's got it on the run. Whistle blows, clock stopped, and there are 2 minutes left to play in this one. The Cornhuskers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Love the play call. Love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Jordan. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Finds his man, it's Jordan. And he's knocked down. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jordan. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Just keep slinging it. Zings it complete to the right. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off. Fires toward the end zone. And he's got it. He's got it for a touchdown. And here in the final minute, they're a single point behind.
Massive score, now massive decision making. Obviously, extra point ties the football game. Easy peasy, nice job. A 2-point conversion, you win this thing. So I would kick it, but you know what? If you want to go for it, that's your decision.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Spits it out to the back. Got a man, his eyes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking for room, it's eyes. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. The Huskers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Oh, what a move to get open.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here, Paul. If
it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they've featured him today.
They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So now on comes the field goal unit. And this will be for the win. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is